happen. And I want to show you this. Give me a second. See, your soul is like this roll of tape. No, that's the second thing y'all say, okay, this pastor's really a quack. My soul is not a roll of tape, but follow me. Your soul is like this roll of tape, right? You take some, and you got it here, and you're standing with this next to this bed, and this person is here, and you're deciding to get into this bed, and your soul is here, and your soul is sticky. Right? That's why the Bible says we need community, because we need to stick to each other. We need to be together. We need to bear with one another. And so your soul, your heart, it's sticky. And so when we get into bed, what we do is this. We take it and we stick it on. Then we get out of the bed and we realize that's not the person that I'm supposed to be with. So we go back and we try to rip it off. And we hold it. We go through life a little bit more, and then maybe we find somebody else, and we do what? We stick it on. And then we come back and we rip it off. Now, how many of y'all know what's going to happen if you keep doing this over and over and over again? Eventually, your tape won't be sticky. Eventually, you'll lose all adhesive on your tape. Eventually, your soul won't be able to connect. You'll start to say things like, sex is just a physical act. It's just something to do. Because you've lost that ability to stick to things. See, that's the problem with premarital sex. That's the problem with adultery. Is you're going around and you're taking this tape, you're taking your soul, and you're leaving pieces of your soul all over the place. And then, when that person that God intends for you comes along, you wonder why you're having so many intimacy issues and you're having so many problems. It's hard enough when two people are trying to come together. It's bad enough when two people are coming together and they can't stick to each other. When they can't connect with one another. And so what some of us do is this. Some of us say, you know what? This is just masking tape, right? And watch this. Some of us will say, I was in the world once, and I was out there and I was doing things. And so this was masking tape. I'm going to chuck that masking tape. I'm going to church. I'm going to church, and I'm going to say, God, I need some new tape. And you're going to get this stronger duct tape. And you say, God, I got some duct tape. This is stronger tape than that old masking tape. I'm going to cut some off. It was like, now I've got duct tape. And for some reason, we think that that it will always stick. And that's why sometimes some people come to church and they say, you know, I can't hear God. I can't feel God. Where is God? What's really going on? You see, because God's trying to connect to your soul, but he can't, because you left all your adhesive in their bed and their bed. That's the problem. That's the problem. Now, in case that example was a little too frou-frou for you, in case you looked at that and said, my soul didn't like duct tape, that doesn't make any kind of sense. Right? In case you were like that and a little country all at the same time, let me give you this one. I think most of us will agree that, well, first off, everybody got a toilet in their house, right? And if you were ever at the point where you were so thirsty and there was no water and the only water was in the toilet bowl that you were tempted to drink it, that would mean you were really thirsty. Right? You'd be close to, if not at, the point of death. Right? I mean, you're just like, there's no turning back after this. Right? Well, here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal. Because you see, when we're out and we're having affairs or we're having premarital sex, or as the Bible says, any man who looks upon a woman lustfully has already committed adultery in his heart. So if we're out just enjoying the sights, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I'm not talking about the trees. Okay? If you're out enjoying the sights, yeah, the Bible says you're committing adultery. And committing adultery is like taking this glass, pretty glass, and going over to your toilet and getting some water and saying, I'm so thirsty. That's what we're doing when we have premarital sex. We're drinking the toilet water. You see now, but here's the deal. Here's the deal about this too. Because what we also realize is this. If we were that thirsty, if we really were that thirsty, drinking out of the toilet just once, taking that one sip, is not really going to make us sick, is it? Right? I mean, chances are we're probably not going to get sick. And so we might just take that one because we're that thirsty. And then next week, we're out and we're enjoying the sights again. You take another sip. And all of a sudden you drink the whole glass. And then you end up putting your head inside the toilet and drinking it all. You see, drinking it once isn't going to make you sick, but continually doing it over and over and over again